begins to perform.
This is by far the biggest event that we've had down here, and every year it seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
Originally kept as zoo animals, Denver moved its bison to mountain parks in the early 20th century. The grazing space is limited though, so the city historically held an annual bison sale,
where we would auction off our calves every single year, and you could have come out and bought a baby bison.
The city began to shift its management strategies by donating a bison per year to the Tauble Memorial Council. 3 years later, it ended the auctions altogether, opting to instead donate excess animals to tribal nations and continue holding these harvest events. Native organizers want to make this event as traditional as possible, but right now it still involves some modern equipment. A front loader arrives to carry the buffalo to a butchering area. Once it's laid on a tarp, another circle forms to watch participants take it apart.
Yeah, you guys can move in closer if you want.
The process will take 6 to 8 hours, yielding enough meat for more than 150 people, plus a skull for ceremonies and nutritional supplements made from ground organs. It's an experience 9-year-old Malcolm Sanchez doesn't want to miss.
I think I might get in on cutting that bison.
So you think you can do it?
I've cut things before.
And he's not grossed out by the gory scene in front of us. He's pumped for the meat.
My mom makes this soup thing where she puts in bison, onions, and then she lets that cook inside of a slow cooker, and it's so good.
Sanchez says those meals make him proud to be Native, even though his family isn't linked to a single tribe.
The only tribe I know of that I'm part of is the Puffin tribe. I don't know the rest of them because my family is a big mix.
That's common in a city known as a crossroads for different Native people. Tauble is grateful the city has recognized its bison can help strengthen that community.
Re-establishing our identity as Indian people, 1% each day is good enough. So this right here is a huge step for us, and I think there's only more to come.
He hopes to someday organize multiple harvests every year. That way, he says, more residents can affirm their Native ties, and Denver's bison can recall their own heritage, not as curious emblems of the Old West, but as food and cultural sustenance for Native people. I'm Sam Brash, CPR News.
Hopefully this music doesn't make it go away.
This is CPR News. Stay with us. Marketplace is next at 6:30. Support comes from individuals
Marketplace
and
can be good.
organizations, including Colorado Joint Replacement, serving Colorado with hip and knee replacement surgery, offering expert care and new techniques. Learn more
Hello.
at coloradojoint.org.
Just listening to the news.
Support comes from Xfinity, delivering smart Wi-Fi, mobile, home security, and entertainment to help power a connected life. Learn more at xfinity.com.
That was a pretty good news, but I guess I can shut it down.
Marketplace is supported by Progressive Insurance.
See what they're talking about.
The Name Your Price tool provides a range of coverage options. Progressive.com. Price
We're probably
and
going to
coverage
cancel
match
insurance
rated by state
because
law.
we're going to have universal health care soon.
Raise your hand if you're excited to get the jobs data tomorrow.
So
huh?
still have maybe car
Yeah,
insurance and
not
stuff.
so fast. From American Public Media, this is
We
Market.
need less of that. We can have universal health care too.
Marketplace is supported by Wealth Enhancement, providing its Wealth Blueprint, a plan that integrates retirement, investing, taxes, and estate planning into one plan. Learn more at wealthenhancement.com/blueprint. And by Odoo, dedicated to providing software designed to scale with businesses. Odoo's programs for manufacturing, accounting, and more aim to provide building blocks for creating
Welcome
a
to the
custom
live.
software suite.
How do you guys feel
What
about the
businesses
end
need.
of BJT?
And by
End
JLL.
of Trump
helping
presidency?
businesses achieve goals through commercial
How do you guys feel
real estate.
about the Trump
From market
presidency
insights to
collapsing?
talent retention to finding the right place for businesses to grow.
That's what I'm excited about.
JLL is there. JLL. See a brighter way.
I'm probably going to shut this down. Most places about
In Las
Steve R's here.
It is Wednesday,
Welcome back, Steve R.
19 November. Good as always.
I'll read your comment when I get to a
We
traffic
are going
light.
to begin today with the calendar.
Go ahead and
We
type
have been
this. 'Cause
expecting the Bureau of Labor Statistics to grace us with the monthly September
be shutting it down pretty
unemployment
soon.
report tomorrow, 6 or so weeks delayed. Thank you, government shutdown. Alas, that is not to be. The BLS told us not only are we not that September data tomorrow, the October data, the part that they can pull together,
They're gonna hold
and
everything
the
back.
November data isn't going to be ready until mid-December.
No data will be
None of that
available.
is good news in any way, shape, or form. So we've done
Trump's
what
not
we
gonna
do
get a
and we
second
need
term.
A little bit of perspective. We called Heather Long. She's the chief economist.
Trump's
at
not
Navy
even gonna
Federal
get a
Credit
second
Union.
year.
Also, as you know, a Friday regular here. Heather, it's good to have you on.
He's going to have his 5th year of presidency.
Well, or
Will be
not.
his
What do you make
last.
of the news? First of all, that the October report's going to be delayed, and some of that data may not ever show up. What was your first reaction?
Honestly, my first reaction was we're going to get more than I thought we were going to get. So no unemployment rate, but at least they're going to try to do the
Numbers look
business
bad,
survey
huh?
and the establishment survey.
Trump's
that gives
scared
us
of the
a little bit
numbers.
information. And
Scared
I'm
of
in
the
the belief
facts.
something is better than nothing.
Well, fair enough, I suppose, at this particular moment. Let me ask you, though, as I do sometimes, and you don't always like it, put yourself in Jay Powell's shoes, because the chair now is going to be running
Jay
this
Powell
meeting
looks like Andy
on
Warhol.
9-10 December without data that he thought he was going to have, right? The next installment that we're going to get from the people at the BLS doing the hard work is going to be after that meeting. So what
Obama
do you think the Fed should do
2026?
now?
And we might have a presidential
well, it
election
seems
next
like
year.
They're going to say we're
If
still
things collapse enough for Trump.
and our best option is to stay put until the fog lifts.
I don't think we need Obama
And
again.
I was
AOC or Jasmine Crockett, that's who Trump's afraid of.
But honestly, I'm
AOC
a little
and
bit
Jasmine
more
Crockett.
sympathetic. It doesn't really make that much difference if they have to do the next interest rate cut in January versus December. Maybe that is right to hold a little bit for more data.
Well, you know, that's interesting because it makes me think of this word choice that we're starting
should
to
run
see a
for
lot,
real.
which is a skip.
I would
which is
run
to say
on
they
universal
skip a
health
meeting and
care.
don't do anything
Stop
until
paying your medical bills.
Or
Stop
a
paying
pause,
your
which
insurance
implies
bills.
longer. Do you have
Send them to
thoughts
the
on
White
that?
House and send me to the White
I
House
would
to
be
pay them.
surprised if they call it a pause.
But I think
That's a big
JC,
mindset
Jasmine Crockett, or
shift.
AOC,
And it also
Alexandria
seems like a
Ocasio-Cortez can say that
huge
too.
U-turn, right? We're
And then they'd
supposedly
win.
been cutting
And we'd have
interest
universal
rates to
health care
support the
kind of as
labor
soon as they
market,
said it,
and
as soon as they
suddenly
start
we're gonna hit
campaigning
the
on it.
pause button.
We cancel the insurance industry.
To me, it's leading up to
They need to
skip,
come up with
but
universal health care
time
pretty
will
darn
tell.
quick.
Time always does tell. A word here about the politics,
waiting on
the
here.
terminology of the Fed, if I might. It does seem
Waiting at
like
the green
those
light for
sort
a
of
while.
things
In Colorado, we
descend
wait at
from,
green lights.
whatever the chair
Nobody ever
and
honks at
majority
anybody. If
decide
anybody
to
ever
do
honks
are
at
becoming
anybody,
more
they're from
vocal,
out of state.
and tea leaves are being
They did a
read
study
about
and
what
found out that
means
the
for
average
the Fed
time for
now
honking at
and
people
perhaps
to
what
don't
Fed
start going at a red light in
happens
like
to
New
happen.
York is like 0.01 seconds, but in Colorado it's like 4.5 minutes.
I think the more interesting
Nobody honks
question
here.
is, the next Fed chair, and who's this person going to be? How much